Alcatraz. How will you use it? How did you come up with the idea?
Well, I guess I was supposed to be a movie maker. We started with the movie making and we'll end. I mean, it represents something very strong, very powerful in terms of law and order. Our country needs law and order. Alcatraz is, I would say, the ultimate, right? Alcatraz, Sing Sing and Alcatraz, the movies. But it's right now a museum, believe it or not. A lot of people go there. It housed the most violent criminals in the world, and nobody ever escaped. One person almost got there, but they, as you know the story, they found his clothing rather badly ripped up, and it was a lot of shark bites, a lot of problems. Nobody's ever escaped from Alcatraz, and just represented something strong having to do with law and order. We need law and order in this country. And so we're going to look at it. Some of the people up here are going to be working very hard on that. And we had a little conversation. I think it's going to be very interesting. We'll see if we can bring it back in large form, add a lot. But I think it represents something. Right now it's a big hulk that's sitting there rusting and rotting. You look at it, it's sort of, you saw that picture that was put out. It's sort of amazing.
Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Now, I'm going to show you something again real quick. The lady behind Trump on his left, our right, that's the mayor of D.C. And she does not like what he's saying. Like, you remember the cartoons where they would crack an egg on one of the cartoon characters' head and they get real mad? And the egg starts to cook on their head because they're so pissed off. That's what the mayor of D.C. looks like. Check it out.
To reopen Alcatraz, how will you use it? How did you come up with the idea?
Well, I guess I was supposed to be a movie maker. We started with the movie making and we'll end. I mean, it represents something very strong, very powerful in terms of law and order. Our country needs law and order. Alcatraz is, I would say, the ultimate, right? Alcatraz, Sing Sing and Alcatraz, the movies. But it's right now.
Like, maybe she has to pee. Maybe I'm off base and she has to go tinkle and she's doing the pee-pee dance. But she does not look like she wants to be up there. She does not look like she agrees with what he's saying. It's no surprise. It's the mayor of D.C., the most liberal shithole there is. Like, there's the butthole of America, Washington, D.C. is right in dead center of America's buttholes. It's a disgusting place. You probably have a better chance of not catching something if you ate out of an actual butthole than eating in Washington, D.C. The corruption there is disgusting. The mayor is a left-wing commie pinko idiot. But what Trump's saying makes sense. Reopen Alcatraz. It is a museum. I know a lot of people have been there. I've never been there. But why not? And it's a federal prison, so Gavin Bang Your Wife Newsom would have nothing to say about it, nothing to say about how it's ran, the funds that are going to revamp it. But I think that he should. Why not have another place, a place that's inescapable? You can't escape Alcatraz. Many people have tried. You cannot leave the Rock. We've all seen that movie. Welcome to the Rock. Hey, Trump, welcome to the Rock. What a danger. R.I.P. Sean Connery. But that makes sense to me. The worst of the worst. Well, who would have a problem with taking the worst of the worst our society has to offer and put them in a place where they cannot escape? Brilliant. That sounds great. Why did they ever close Alcatraz? Was it a funding issue? Was it a you guys are too mean there issue? Why was Alcatraz closed? Well, who cares? It needs to be reopened. And of course, the left is all pissed off that Trump wants to do that. And I'm sure he'll find a way to have somebody else pay for it or, pay for it himself. I don't think he'll pay for it himself, but he'll definitely find a way he'll do his best to find a way to where we don't have to pay for it. Or if we do have to pay for it, we'll get our money back as soon as it's open. Trump's going to figure it out. Business deals, all that kind of stuff, trimming fat, I wouldn't say cutting corners as in doing something bad or nefarious, but finding the most efficient way to get what we want, the most cost-effective way to get what we want. And wouldn't it be now? I think the new Trump, the post Butler, Pennsylvania assassination attempt. You guys remember this, don't you?
Take a look at what happened.
Never mind. The mainstream mediocres don't want to talk about that anymore. But remember last summer when somebody tried to kill the front runner for the Republican nomination for president? But anyway, the post-assassination attempt Trump is different. We all know that. And I'm in different in a good way. He's more focused. He's more humbled. He's fighting even harder for Americans, if you can imagine that. From his first term. Could Trump fight harder for us? Yes, he has, and he is. So that Trump is different from the Trump before, from 2016 presidency Trump. Now, I don't think even that Trump would have done this, but wouldn't it be funny if if he named it, instead of Alcatraz, Trumpcatraz? It'll be beautiful, those beautiful prison. Seen a lot of prisons, a lot of prisoners. America's beautiful, beautiful criminals. Put them on the rock. They can't leave. Sharks everywhere will chum the water. Sharks will be fed. Beautiful sharks, great whites, great blacks, whatever, sharks. But wouldn't that be funny if Trumpcatraz, big gold letters, and there's a statue of Trump ripped with his clothes are torn and these women are pawing at his crotch. Oh, Trump. And he just has this big gold veiny dick that's just sticking out. And whenever they get sun in San Francisco, it's rare. But when the sun comes out in San Francisco, I want the light to reflect off of that golden Trump penis. And I want it to blind all the progressive commie hippie pieces of shit in San Francisco. Hey, man, Trump's dick light is blinding me, man. You used to take a mirror or something or a piece of chrome and you get the sun to reflect off it just right so you could blind your buddy 10 feet away and laugh when he goes, oh, what the fuck? No, I want that to happen with the Trumpcatraz golden statue penis. When the sun is just right in the sky, I want it, that sound that light makes, if that makes sense. I want it to gleam off of the head, the tip. I want it to gleam off of that. Hey, I can't see, man. And they're like crashing their electric bikes and shit. That's what I want. I want what we want to be a giant middle finger to the left. We want this. We voted for this. We want law and order. We want criminals to live in fear, not us. We want them to tremble in fear. We want them to be scared to come out, not us. Get this shit back on track. That is why we elected Trump into office, because that's what he's going to do. That's what he is doing. Open Alcatraz up and fill it to the rim with criminals. I want it jam-packed. I saw this documentary one time. It was about, I think it was in South Korea, and it was about this market and how they farm dogs over there. Dogs and cats, high on the menu. So this lady is riding into town on her bicycle, and she has this basket. It's probably, 3 or 4 feet across, 4x4, this big wire basket. Well, actually, it's more of a cage. It's like a wire cage. And under normal circumstances, you put a few animals in there. This thing was packed with cats, like where you're going home from vacation and all your shit doesn't fit in your suitcase because you're just throwing it in there. You didn't pack it all nice and neat like you did when you left on vacation. So like where you have to sit on it to zip it. It was like that. It was jam-packed with cats. All their little fur was sticking out the little squares in the wire. It was crazy. Poor cats. But that's how I want Alcatraz filled with prisoners. I want somebody stuffing prisoners into Alcatraz, the worst of the worst. Put them on an island where they can't escape. They don't have any influence. They can't be sending no kites in and out of prison. I want you tucked away to the depths of our memory, never to be thought of again. Who would have a problem with that? I'll tell you, the left, of course. Good things, the stuff the American people want, fuck that. We're in the business of ourselves. Speaking of self-promotion.
And be sure to hit the link in the description box to get those American hands on some official green gear.
Right? So, meet me in the comments. What do you think about Trump floating the idea to reopen Alcatraz? I have no problem when it comes to punishing criminals. What say you? Talk to me, Goose. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.